always on the go, but the day just won't be one without your Hollywood fix. Let Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast take care of that. An all-inclusive look of pop culture.
Greetings, good people of Earth and the known universe. You're listening to Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. This is your Captain Keith, and we've got some great entertainment news for you today. Yes, and the title of the show was Emilia Clarke's Lack of Love Life and Sarah Silverman's Feelings. So, of course, we'll get into that later on. So let's start off with the entertainment news. So, there is a Virginia woman who claims that she is the daughter of Prince. She files docs to become the official heir. So, isn't this interesting? Virginia woman has come forward claiming she may be the daughter of Prince and has filed docs to be declared an official heir, which will give her a piece of his estate. According to court documents obtained by the Blast, Snow Melinda Saxman, and it's spelled S-N-O-W-E, it looks like, says she was born on October 4th, 1975 in Norfolk, Virginia, and was adopted 2 weeks later. She says her adoption was closed and she doesn't know the identity of her birth parents, but she believes there is a reasonable possibility that Prince is her father, and not just because she believes they look alike. There's a picture of her and there's a similarity, but I'm not sure. She was born in 75. Prince was a young teenager back then. He might have been in Virginia that year, but I don't know. Since I was young, many people have noted that I possess substantial physical, temperamental, and aspirational similarities to Prince. I have a close resemblance to Prince, Saxman says in the docs. I consider myself very artsy, and my personality has been described as flamboyant, natural-born star and performer made for the stage. I sing, dance, write music, and have taught myself to play instruments. I created many dances during high school and performed on numerous occasions as a child and young adult. Saxman claims she submitted her DNA to an online site and claims there were numerous matches with many relatives on Prince's family tree. She claims to have matched with Prince's mom and dad, his half-brother Dwayne, and his ex-wife, Maite Garcia. Okay. By saying she matched with Garcia, Saxman appears to suggest she is the child of Prince and Maite, which would mean that Maite gave birth to Saxman at age 2. By the way, you can watch Saxman discuss women leaving the corporate world in the video that she has online. Even though her claim of being Prince's daughter is suspicious at best, she comes off as being a professional and rational. So only time will tell. But yeah, 1975, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. See, let's see. That would have made Prince like 17 years old. So it's possible, but we'll see. Also in news, new addition to the family. Ray J and Princess Love welcome their baby girl. So congratulations to Ray J and Princess Love. They are now the new parents of a brand new baby girl. The newborn's arrival was announced on Tuesday by the new dad with the music video shared on social media starring Ray J. It's time at Ray J and Princess, hashtag God is amazing, hashtag baby girl, hashtag love wins at Princess Love. The 37-year-old dad, whose real name is William Norwood Jr., wrote on Instagram, the couple was trying to have a baby since they first got married in 2016, and now it's happened. The singer-actor was hoping for a girl, saying in November of last year, 2017, a little boy is probably going to be a little aggressive, so I just want to be able to have some peace first. Okay. Princess Love expressed her elation on Mother's Day, nearly a week before announcing the baby's arrival, writing on Instagram, "My prayers were finally answered September 15th, 2017, the day I found out I was pregnant. From that point on, I knew this little life depended on me to nurture and protect, and I've been doing everything in my power to make sure my baby girl is safe and growing healthy. The newborn, whose name has not been revealed, is the first of both parents." That's great. So I saw Ray J's music video announcing the birth of his baby girl, and there were parts of the video that were nice and very sweet. But, just saying, for me, I don't need to see Ray J's shirt off for most of the video. I'm like, okay, well, so, it's supposed to be about the birth of your baby, and I don't know why your shirt is off, D'Angelo style in this video for way too many scenes. But I am very happy for you and Princess Love. Congratulations on your baby girl. I think that's great. But yeah, just saying the video was, just didn't know how all that fit in with your child being born. Just, don't get that, but okay. So in other news, Lil' Kim honors Biggie's birthday with tribute performance. Okay. Monday night in Miami, Lil' Kim paid tribute to her late mentor, Biggie Smalls, on what would have been his 46th birthday. Kim took the stage at Rockwell, telling the crowd, "Let's say happy birthday, Biggie," and performed her ditty tune, "It's All About the Benjamins," as the crowd sang along. Kim also performed Biggie's hit Warning and her crowd favorite Lighters Up. Just before she got off stage, Kim asked the entire club to raise their glasses to Biggie. She also later partied at E1 even, pulling up with her crew, including Rap-A-Lot Records CEO James Prince and a convoy of Rolls Royces and SUVs. So, yeah, Biggie Smalls would have been 46. It would have been nice to see the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac in their 40s, to see what kind of men they would have matured into. So that is a tragedy in itself. They're both gone too soon. Rest in peace, but happy birthday, Biggie. Yeah, that was really cool of Lil' Kim to do that. Okay. Ariana Grande calls Mac Miller's relationship toxic. Also, quote, "I am not a babysitter or a mother." Okay, let's get into that story. So, and there's a picture of Mac Miller with Ariana Grande during a happier time. So basically, she states that she isn't buying. She isn't buying the version of the story that's out there right now. Earlier this month, it was confirmed that she and rapper Mac Miller had called it quits after roughly 2 years together. Everyone's learned at the time of this split that it was because of their busy work schedules, but they remained close friends, the source, states. Ariana and Mac officially breaking up after attending Coachella in April. The relationship had been over long before. But now this week it's been confirmed that the Saunders had started casually seeing SNL comedian Pete Davidson. A week earlier, Miller was arrested after allegedly crashing his car while he was under the influence, then fleeing the scene. Yeah, so he was drunk, apparently, allegedly, crashed his car and fled the scene. Okay, yeah, that happened, all right. Mac Miller totaling his G-Wagon and getting a DUI after Ariana Grande dumped him for another dude after he poured his heart out on a 10-song album to her called The Divine Feminine. It's just the most heartbreaking thing happening in Hollywood, a fan tweeted on Monday. Okay. So Ariana Grande caught wind of the tweet and issued a fierce response, calling her relationship with Miller toxic in the process. So let me read you the tweet from Miss Grande. "How absurd that you minimize female self-respect and self-worth by saying someone should stay in a toxic relationship because he wrote an album about them, which, by the way, isn't the case. Just Cinderella is about me. I am not a babysitter or a mother, and no woman should feel that they need to be. I have cared for him and tried to support his sobriety and prayed for his balance for years, and always will, of course. But shaming/blaming women for a man's inability to keep his crap together is a very major problem. Let's please stop doing that. Of course, I didn't share about how hard or scary it was while it was happening, but it was. I will continue to pray to pray from the bottom of my heart that he figures it all out, and that any other woman in this position does as well. I understand. I mean, what can you say to that? I mean, she didn't want to have to go there, but it seems like she kind of got, she had to, set the record straight. So kudos to you, Miss Grande. I understand. That was very eloquent and well put. So, and more, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about what else. I mean, so Miss Grande put that up, and it was a very when you read that Twitter statement, you basically know why they broke up. So she was trying not to go there, but a fan kind of made her have to go there. So because perception can be real, and miscommunication and misperceived things can be very damaging. So apparently Ariana Grande was holding Mac together for a long time, and it wasn't a good relationship for her. She's in a very good place and very happy now. A day after reports emerged of their breakup, Grande seemingly confirmed the news with this sweet message about one of her best friends in the whole world. I respect and adore him endlessly, and I'm grateful to have him in my life in any form at all times, regardless of how our relationship changes or what the universe holds for each of us. She wrote on Instagram, "Unconditional love is not selfish. It is wanting the best for that person, even if at the moment it's not you." She continued, "I can't wait to know and support you forever, and I'm so proud of you." Following Miller's car accident, Grande posted a cryptic tweet that read, "Please take care of yourself." So that's a class act, Miss Ariana Grande. And we do here at the Entertainment Podcast, GSMC, we do hope that Mac Miller is doing well and that he's healing. So, breakups are not easy. And, all of that is dangerous. Glad you're still here. Just, very dangerous stuff going on there. Camilla Parker Bowles reveals her favorite part of the royal wedding. Yes, folks, Meghan Markle tied the knot with Prince Harry last weekend. It is official. They are now the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So, and Harry's stepmother, Camilla Parker Bowles, let's see what she has to say about that wedding that she attended. The couple tied the knot on Saturday, May 19th at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle in front of friends and family, including the Duchess of Cornwall, Prince Charles, Prince William, and Kate Middleton. While Meghan's mom, Doria Ragland, was in attendance at the ceremony, her father, Thomas Markle, was unable to make it due to his health. As a result, Prince Charles stepped in to walk Meghan down the aisle on her special day. Yeah, and I happened to catch that footage. It was very nice to see that. During her visit to Channel 5 News in London on Wednesday, Camilla shared her thoughts on the wedding and revealed how the royal family felt in the days leading up to Harry and Meghan's ceremony. According to the tweets from the Daily Mail, Rebecca English, Camilla described the couple's wedding as uplifting, but admitted that the royal family didn't know what would happen next. Seemingly referencing Thomas's absence from the wedding, Camilla said, "It was such a lovely day. Just everything went right. We all wondered whatever would happen next, and then everything went right. The only thing is that we are all losing our voices now." Camilla also shared some of her favorite parts of the wedding, like the uplifting atmosphere and the beautiful weather. "It's nice to have something that is uplifting rather than depressing," she said. "Everything was just perfect, and so including the weather, which couldn't have been better. It was a beautiful day." Okay. So that's nice. So it's very nice of Megan's new stepmother-in-law. There you go. And when we get back, we're going to talk about Sarah Silverman and her feelings.
Want to find out what movies to go see? Then check out the GSMC Movie Podcast. It's your ticket to the latest movies, whether it's a new blockbuster event, romantic, comedy, or action flick. This show has got it all covered. They talk some what to go see now. Don't bother. What's hot on Netflix and everything in between. That's gsmcpodcast.com/movie-podcast. When it's all about the movies, it has to be this new show. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit gsmcpodcast.com for more info.
And we're back. Once again, you're listening to Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. This is your Captain Keith. And it's time to talk about Sarah Silverman and her feelings. Comedian Sarah Silverman, yes, shares complicated feelings about her brother, Louis C.K. So let's talk about that. It's been about 6 months since Louis C.K. apologized for the sexual misconduct allegations brought forth by 5 women in the New York Times expose. In a new cover story for GQ, Sarah Silverman opened up about her complicated friendship with the disgraced comedian. During the interview, Silverman said she's talked to C.K. since news of the scandal broke. However, she didn't go into detail about the conversation. F you. Let me tell GQ about my conversations with Louis, she said when asked about it by GQ's Drew Magari. Perhaps this is because Silverman doesn't have a definitive answer for how she feels. Life is complicated. Love is even more complicated. But you can't not do it. She continued, I don't have some definitive soundbite or nutshell of how I feel about it, even to myself. But I'm also okay with that. However, she seemed to have compassion for CK for admitting his wrongdoing. At one point, she even referred to him as her brother. I think that there are people who were caught and there were people who were not caught. But the important thing is that they are forever changed, she told the magazine. And if that's the case, I don't see any reason why they can't continue being artists. Now, whether they're popular artists or not is up to the audience. I have compassion. There are people that just deny everything they're accused of. They continue to be the politicians or the filmmakers that they are. And there are people that come and say, I'm guilty of these things and I'm wrong and I want to be changed from this. And yet those are the ones that kind of are excommunicated forever. He's my brother, so it's hard. I may not have a very clear perspective on it, but I'm trying to. This isn't the first time Silverman has opened up about CK. She spoke about him shortly after news of the allegations broke in the opening monologue for I Love You, America, saying she needed to address the elephant masturbating in the room. One of my best friends of over 25 years, Louis C.K., masturbated in front of women, Silverman, whose sister Laura had also accused C.K. of masturbating in front of her. Said he wielded his power with women in effed up ways, sometimes to the point where they left comedy entirely. Silverman said she could couch these allegations with heartwarming stories of our friendship and what a great dad he is, but it would be totally irrelevant. It's a real mind F, because I love Louis, but Louis did these things. Both of those statements are true, she said. So I just keep asking myself, can you love someone who did bad things? Can you still love them? I can mull that over later, certainly, because the only people that matter right now are the victims. They are victims, and they're victims because of something he did. The comedian then said she was both very angry for the women very angry for the women he wronged, and the culture that enabled it, and also said because he's my friend, and also sad because he's my friend. During her interview with GQ, Silverman also talked about being a female comic in the modern entertainment industry. Women are so keenly aware of the male experience because our entire existence had to be kind of through that lens, whereas men have never had to understand the female experience in order to exist in the world. She explained to the magazine. She then told a story of how she and Nick Kroll attended a benefit where Natasha Leggero asked women in the audience if they had seen a man masturbate in front of them in public. Silverman said every woman raised her hand. Wow. When I first started comedy, my male comic friends would say, you have to focus on making the men laugh. The women only laugh if their date laughs, she added. It's something I actually accepted as an 18-year-old comedian. It took a while for me to say, that's effing insane. We're all complicit in this effed up society. It's just that men actually truly benefited from it and women didn't. And there it is. She's telling the truth. So, and she's on the cover of GQ with Kate McKinnon and Issa Rae. It's called Hands Down Our Best Comedy Issue Ever, starring Kate McKinnon, Issa Rae, Sarah Silverman. So it's a good looking cover. It's cool. I might have to pick up that issue. 3 important women in comedy right now. So pretty cool. And that comes out, let's see. I guess it's going to be the June issue, looks like. Okay. Nick Jonas and Mustard to perform at the 2018 MTV Movie and TV Awards. If you could be anywhere right now, it'd be in Nick Jonas' arms, right? No. Okay. The pop star and Mustard will perform their new single Anywhere for the first time in its entirety at the 2018 MTV Movie and TV Awards. The network announced Wednesday R&B duo Chloe X Halle will also take the stage at the Barker Hangar in LA to perform a medley of The Kids Are Alright and Warrior from their debut album. Confirmed presenters include Kristen Bell, Common, Michael B. Jordan, Mila Kunis, Gina Rodriguez, Seth Rogen, and Zendaya. Additional performers and presenters will be announced at a later date. Tiffany Haddish will host the show live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Pacific Time on June 18th. As previously announced, Chris Pratt will receive the Generation Award and Lena Waithe will get the Trailblazer Award. Marvel Studios' record-breaking Black Panther leads in the film categories with 7 nominations, while Netflix's Stranger Things leads in the TV categories with 6 nominations. That's pretty exciting. Stranger Things, excellent TV series on Netflix. Of course, Black Panther was a great movie. Yes, saw it twice. Just saying. Julia Louis-Dreyfus to be awarded the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Yes, folks, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, originally from Seinfeld, and after that, she's the known star for Veep on HBO. So let's take a look into this. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is this year's recipient of the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Like Mark Twain, Julia has enriched American culture with her iconic, unforgettable, and outright hilarious brand of humor. Deborah F. Rutter, the president of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, said in the New York Times Wednesday, over 4 decades, her wildly original characters and her gift for physical comedy have left us in stitches. Okay? Louis-Dreyfus accepted the honor with humility and, of course, humor. In a statement, the beloved star of Seinfeld and Veep joked, merely to join the list of distinguished recipients of this award would be honor enough. But as a student of both American history and literature, the fact that Mr. Twain himself will be presenting the award to me in person is particularly gratifying. The 57-year-old actress will be handed her award in Washington, D.C. on October 21st. Later, Louis-Dreyfus tweeted, well, this is insanely exciting. Past recipients include, okay, check this out. Richard Pryor, 1998. Did not know that. Jonathan Winters, 1999. Carl Reiner, 2000. Whoopi Goldberg, 2001. Bob Newhart, that's a name from a blast from the past, from the Newhart Show, 2002. Lily Tomlin, 2003. Lorne Michaels, who's the executive producer and possibly the creator of Saturday Night Live, 2004. Steve Martin, 2005. Neil Simon, 2006. Billy Crystal, 2007. First saw him on a little crazy comedy TV show called Soap back in the day. George Carlin, 2008. Yes, folks. Bill Cosby, 2009. Tina Fey, 2010. Will Ferrell, 2011. Ellen DeGeneres, 2012. Carol Burnett, 2013. Jay Leno, 2014. Eddie Murphy, 2015. Ooh, and Bill Murray, 2016. And David Letterman, 2017. After he was convicted of sexual assault earlier this month, Cosby's award was rescinded. Ouch. An 11-time Emmy winner, Louise Dreyfus, will next star in the 7th and final season of HBO's Veep, the hit series which went on hiatus so she could focus on her health, will return in 2019. Congratulations, Miss Julia Louise Dreyfus. Very cool. Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones states, my final Game of Thrones scene effed me up. That's quite a title, quite a caption. The end and return of Game of Thrones is still a ways off, but Emilia Clarke has already shot her final moments as Daenerys Targaryen. Brace yourselves. It effed me up, Clarke told Vanity Fair, knowing that is going to be a lasting flavor in someone's mouth of what Daenerys is. Oh boy. Deep breaths, everyone. Game of Thrones is still filming and won't debut until 2019. Yes, there are spin-offs, prequels in the works, but they won't involve Clarke or her alter ego. And when it ends, that's it for Game of Thrones. There won't be any revivals or reboots down the line. It's kind of sad. That's a great show. Bummed out. We're taking a whole year. We have to wait a whole year before we can watch it. This story, A Song of Fire and Ice, is done. There's no revival, reboot, spinoff talk. HBO boss Casey Bloys previously told The Hollywood Reporter. Regarding the final episodes of the series, Bloys and the cast have kept mum on what's to come. They're great. It's fantastic, Bloys teased. The fans are going to be very, very happy. Former Game of Thrones star Jason Momoa has visited the set of the final season and pretty much acted like it's hype man. It's going to be the greatest thing that's ever aired on TV. It's going to be unbelievable, Momoa has stated. It's going to F up a lot of people, and it was a bummer because I'm a huge fan, and I didn't want to know what's going on. I was like, damn, I didn't want to know that. And now the waiting game continues. Game of Thrones returns sometime in 2019. That's all we know. So we all have to wait patiently. Kelly Clarkson, though, Blake Shelton, and more stars to perform at the 2018 CMT Music Awards. Kelly Clarkson, Blake Shelton, Kelsey Ballerini will perform at the 2018 CMT Music Awards on June 6th. Luke Bryan, Chris Stapleton, and Sam Hunt will take the stage as well. CMT announced the star-studded lineup on Wednesday and hinted additional performers would be added soon. This year's award show marks Clarkson's CMT Music Awards debut. She will perform a rendition of the rock hit American Woman. In fact, this year is a big one for pop stars in general. Justin Timberlake, for example, is up for 2 awards for his song Say Something with Stapleton, and BB Rexha is a contender in two categories for her song Meant to Be with Florida Georgia Line. The Backstreet Boys are also in the running for their first CMT Music Award for their song Everybody with Florida Georgia Line. Okay, so I thought this was a country music award show for country music artists. Okay. As for the rest of the performers, many are nominees and hoping to take home a trophy. Stapleton is up for 3 awards this year, and Shelton and Ballerini are in the running for 2 awards each. Bryan is also up for Male Video of the Year for his song Light It Up. Still, Carrie Underwood, Florida Georgia Line, and Jason Aldean lead with the most nominations of the night with 4 nods each. Little Big Town will host the event live from Nashville's Bridgestone Arena on June 6th. Starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that should be an interesting evening. So it should be a lot of fun. Lots of people who you don't usually see will be there. So Kelly Clarkson doing American Woman. as a country song. Don't know how I feel about that. She does have a great voice, though. She has an amazing voice. So I guess I'm going to have to tune in and find out and see if she pulls it off. And we'll be back with more entertainment news after this break.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
And we're back. Once again, you're listening to Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. This is Captain Keith, and more entertainment news for you. Francesca Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's daughter, is pregnant with her first child. I know, right? Didn't see that coming, but hey, it's here. She's going to be a mom. Clint Eastwood's daughter revealed that she has her own little one on the way on Tuesday night. When she stepped out on the red carpet at the 2018 Environmental Media Awards in Beverly Hills, rocking a baby bump. The 24-year-old actress later stood beside her mother, Frances Fisher, at the podium during the event and cradled her bump. While she has not commented publicly on the pregnancy, she did take to her Instagram account to chronicle the newest addition to her bedding, a pregnancy pillow, lots of pillow shapes. She captioned, "A uniquely shaped body pillow." Meanwhile, hours earlier, her younger sister Morgan Eastwood shared a snap on her own Instagram account of someone poking Francesca's bump. Eastwood's actress mom and director dad famously dated in their early 90s and welcomed Francesca, their only child, together in 1993. The E alum was briefly married to Jonah Hill's late older brother. Make sure I'm reading this right. She was briefly married to Jonah Hill's late older brother, Jordan Feldstein, in November 2013, but it reportedly ended in an annulment. Tongue twister. It ended in an annulment. I never stood that whole annulment thing. So you get married and then you get an annulment saying that you were never married in the first place. But if you weren't married, then you wouldn't need the annulment. So it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense at all. You're married to somebody, you get an annulment saying that you were never married. But if you weren't married, there'd be no need for the annulment. Just call it a divorce. Just saying. Anyway, I'm done with that. Congratulations, Francesca Eastwood. So may you have a smooth delivery of your baby. So Emilia Clarke's mom is ruining her sex life. Yes, folks. Getting back to Emilia Clarke at Lack of Love Life. So, no one is happier for Emilia Clarke's success than her proud mom. But as the star of the new solo, A Star Wars Story, admitted on NBC's Late Night Tuesday, her mother's ever-growing collection of movie merchandise is getting out of control. I think she knows it gets to me slightly, as it would to anyone when your mother really enjoys having your face on cushions and throws. Now, Star Wars is here with the Star Wars is here with the Avengers. There's a lot of merchandise that comes along with being in a Star Wars movie. This is true. So there's a lot of stuff that mom can fill my house with. she told Seth Meyers, raising her voice in mock outrage, "with my face on it." Hey, you know, proud parents. It's a good thing. But yes, Emilia Clarke, who plays Daenerys Targaryen on Game of Thrones, is now in the new Star Wars Han Solo film. So she's been making her rounds. She's been keeping busy, and she's always great to watch. So I came home one day, and she was like, "You're never ever going to get laid again." Ever. She laughed. Before Myers showed a picture of Clarke's redecorated room, he joked, "I will say you are beautiful and charming. If I came back to your place and this was on, I would be out." Clarke then counted 5 pillows with her face on it, but failed to mention the duvet cover, which quoted her Star Wars character, Oira, as saying, "We're doing this my way." Awkward. It's not like that now, she clarified last week on BBC America's The Graham Norton Show, after showing the same picture from her bedroom. There's another reason why I'm single. She's cute. I mean, and she's making fun of herself. So, you know, you are awesome, Emilia Clarke. You're great. In her mom's defense, she added, "There's stuff happening at her house, so she's been chilling at mine for a minute. There's a room that's all of this. It's just in my house, and it's frightening." Myers found the silver lining, telling his guests, "The only thing that would be worse than a guy coming to your house and seeing this is the reverse." He was right, too, actually. You go into a guy's house and seeing this. The actress laughed and said, Exactly. That would be a step too far. A little bit." Yeah, they're both right on that. Look forward to seeing you, though, in the new Han Solo Star Wars story. So that should be fun. Roseanne has no plans to completely shy away from politics in season 11. So if you are under the impression that Roseanne might shy away from the political nature that made it a lightning rod for controversy this spring, we have some news for you. Despite ABC Entertainment President Channing Dungey, if I'm saying the name right, Dungey, informing reporters last week that season 11 of the beloved sitcom, its second since being successfully revived by the network and becoming the #1 show in America, will be less about politics and more about family. Executive producer and co-showrunner Bruce Helfer has admitted that that isn't exactly the case. Well, yeah, I mean, so it's called The Roseanne Show, Roseanne Barr. So it's really important for everyone to be on the same page in regards to how the next season is going to go. And she's basically the most important person to be on the same page with. So, just saying. Speaking to reporter ahead of the show's season 10 finale, which saw the Connors get something of a win after a storm ravaged its way through Lanford, Helford admitted that the interpretation of Dungey's comments hadn't exactly been accurate. "I think what she was reflecting was the first episode of the first season was very much on the nose because we wanted to show the polarity between Roseanne and Jackie and the other members of the family, their political views and how that had become part of the American landscape in a working class household," he explained. "But definitely we will be tackling issues. But in all the episodes, politics was a subtext, and we always deal with it through the eyes of the family. So because we don't want to be preachy, we're not doing the issue of the week, but at the same time, we will definitely be handling issues that are political hot buttons." One political hot button issue that came up during this most recent season was Muslim panic, which was addressed through Roseanne Connor's play by Roseanne Barr, biases towards her new neighbors, whom she'd been spying on. While Helford and his writing staff have yet to begin breaking story for season 11, he revealed that the plan is for Fatima and Median and her husband, Samir Elaine Wasniewski, to return. They're their neighbors. They live right next door, so we definitely want to see more of them, he said. I think that's great, actually. I think that is great. So the more that we can show that America is a diverse and multi-ethnic cultural land, the better, because it is. So it's good to celebrate all of that. I think that's great. So Roseanne is doing it. So throughout the season, Roseanne welcomes back several familiar faces from its original 9-season run. None more highly anticipated or difficult to arrange than Johnny Galecki's reprisal of David Healy. Despite his busy schedule on CBS The Big Bang Theory, the show managed to snag him for an episode that colored in the dynamic between David and Darlene, Sarah Gilbert. Now divorced, with David returning to Lanford to try and develop a relationship with his children, the door was left open for Galecki to return down the line, and Helford's hopeful it'll happen. So am I. It's good to see him on the show. So yeah, I think that's great. If it wasn't for that show, that show helped get him to where he is right now. So, oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about that. Yeah. We certainly hope that Johnny Galecki will come back again, as he has free time. He said he wants to, and we want to have him. As for where the show goes next season, there's the small matter of Roseanne's opioid addiction. I got to catch up on these episodes. I didn't know this was going down. So, to deal with. Now that President Trump has declared a state of emergency in Illinois from the storm, the Connors have found themselves the recipients of FEMA relief funds, which they plan to use to bankroll the knee surgery Rosie so desperately needs. One imagines that with the excuse of her knee pain removed, it'll be a lot harder for her to keep her pill addiction under wraps. Interesting storyline. While Helford promises the addiction storyline won't be going anywhere, he's less certain about where season 11 will pick the story back up. We're talking about if we come back in quote unquote real time, it would be probably right after Roseanne's surgery, but we may jump forward in time. We just really haven't decided yet what we want to do there, he admitted. Whatever they decide, Helford's just looking forward to keeping the conversation surrounding the show going. This show has to go where other shows are a little afraid to go, or maybe be very afraid to go. So the show will continue to be socially relevant. The show will continue to get this dialogue going. What I've said to everyone is, whether people agree with the show, don't agree with the show, I love the level of discussion that's going on about this show in America, he said. It's really a really intense and educated discussion between all the bloggers and the critics and the reviewers and the lovers and the haters. And it really has been, I think, really healthy and really always the intention to start a real dialogue. And I'm hoping that dialogue and those conversations are going on in people's homes as they watch the show. Roseanne will return for season 11 this fall on ABC. So that's very cool. Britney Spears, forget more support. It was K-Fed's idea to have more kids. That's the tagline. So what's that about? You want to know? Let's get to it. Kevin Federline made his own bed when he decided to have more children after divorcing Britney Spears. It's not her problem that he's now strapped for cash and seeking more child support, sources close to Britney tell TMZ. K-Fed has asked the judge to up his $20,000 a month child support payment he gets from Britney, claiming their two kids enjoy a lavish lifestyle with her, and all he can provide them with is a lifestyle that is relatively meager. He claims the kids go on 5-star vacations, they have every toy imaginable, a lighted tennis court, all because he claims she makes $34 million a year, while he only pulls in $3,000 a month. Okay, she is a singer-musician who works, and she's very successful in her career. So yeah, that's why she makes that kind of money. One Britney source with direct knowledge of the situation tells TMZ, Britney spends no more on the boys than he does. He's barely getting by because he has to support 3 additional kids and his wife and himself on funds Brit gives him for their 2 kids. The source goes on, the law is that both parents are to contribute to their children's support. Where is his contribution? Yeah. Federline says his expenses are around $23,000 a month. So when you add up his earnings and Britney's $20,000 a month, he currently breaks even. I just need to know how he has expenses that are $23,000 a month. If somebody were to give me $20,000 a month, hey, that's I can manage with that, definitely. There are people getting child support that aren't even getting a quarter of that amount of money. Okay. Yeah. So I just had to, wow. Yeah. I enjoy doing this podcast, and I enjoy the entertainment news because I get surprised and amazed at what I'm reading and reporting. So, yeah. Wow. Nene Leakes cancels 2 shows after revealing her husband, Greg, has been in the hospital for 15 days. And we'll talk more about that after this break.
Golden State Media Concepts bring you Book Review Podcast, a haven for bookworms of all ages and the widest genres, from mystery to memoirs, romance to comedy, fantasy to sci-fi. If you love to read, this is a podcast for you. It's the Golden State Media Concepts Book Review Podcast.
And welcome back to Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. This is Captain Keith, and we are about to talk about Nene Leakes. She is focusing on her family now. The 50-year-old reality star took to Instagram earlier this week to announce that she was canceling 2 of her live shows in order to focus on her husband, Greg's health. I'm doing a different announcement than I've ever done before, she began. First of all, I just want to say I feel very blessed and extremely lucky to be able to do what I do. And I'm so grateful that you guys purchased tickets to see me everywhere. Nene then explained she would be canceling 1 show in Albany and 1 in New York City. Today marks the 15th day straight that Greg has been in the hospital. She said of her husband, I find it very difficult to stand on stage and laugh and have a good time and give you guys your money's worth knowing that my husband is in the hospital not feeling well. Nene made it clear that her decision was hers only, explaining that Greg has been nothing but supportive. He has said to me over and over again, go on, go out there and have a good time, do the show, I'm going to be fine. But I find it mentally very hard to do, the Real Housewives of Atlanta star explained. Nene and her fans won't have much longer to wait, as she knows that Greg will be out of the hospital this week. He will be stronger, he will be better, and we'll be out here doing this show again. In no time, she said before concluding, thank you for loving me and thank you so much. After the news broke of Greg's hospitalization, Nene shut down false claims, writing, he's not in the hospital for a heart issue. He doesn't and has never had food poisoning. By the way, who the freak stays in the emergency room 15 days? She's right. Kim Kardashian takes North and Saint for a fun-packed day at Disneyland. Doing mom stuff. Very cool. The most magical place on earth. I don't know about that. I haven't been to every place on earth, so I don't know. But okay, it's nice marketing. I get it. All right. Kim Kardashian West enjoyed a fun day out with her 2 oldest kids on Tuesday, taking her 4-year-old daughter North and 2-year-old son Saint to Disneyland. The 37-year-old reality star Snapchatted from the amusement park in Anaheim, California, first posting a clip with North on the It's a Small World ride. Hey, Minnie, she says in the clip, using the Minnie Mouse filter to give herself and North the Disney character signature red polka dot bow and ears. Kim then posted a video of herself and Saint riding the carousel, and this time used the Mickey Mouse filter along with lots of colorful confetti. For the outing, the mother of 3 wore a neon yellow jacket and gray bicycle shorts with sneakers. Her dark hair was down and straight. Though her youngest daughter, Chicago, did not appear to be with the group on their outing, Kim did share a new photo of the little cutie earlier in the day. In the shot, the 4-month-old is being cradled by her big brother, Saint. Sometimes we all need hugs. The KKW Beauty co-founder captioned the pic. That's nice. Dancing with the Stars reveals official runner-up. Did Tanya Harding or Josh Norman place second? What happened? So, let's get to it. Dancing with the Stars fans can finally rest easy now. While Monday night's Dancing with the Stars final revealed the well-deserved season win by Adam Rippon and Jenna Johnson, time constraints meant diehard fans were left wondering which one of the runner-up couples Tanya Harding and Sasha Farber, or Josh Norman and Sharna Burgess actually came in second. The oversight marked a break from tradition for the show, which normally announces the second and third place getters, providing information that is closely tracked by serious fans. But we have the answer for you here at Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. A spokesperson for BBC Studios, which produces the show, cleared up the cause of the confusion and confirmed the final scoring order. Due to time constraints, we were unable to announce the mirror ball runners-up during the live show of the Dancing with the Stars athletes finale, they told Entertainment Tonight. The combination of the judges' scores and America's votes resulted in football cornerback Josh Norman and his partner, Sharna Burgess, placing second, and ice skating Olympian Tanya Harding and her partner, Sasha Farber, placing third. So there you have it, folks. The official order is Rippon, Norman, and Harding. So E.T.'s Cameron Matheson caught up with Harding after the show, and the figure skaters said Rippon and Jamieson were absolutely the right winners. They brought it home every week, she said. Adam is wonderful, and his partner, they deserved it. Very classy, Miss Harding. Very cool. Still have to watch your movie, I, Tanya. I heard great things about that film, so I will be watching it. So, in more entertainment news, Danica Patrick to be the first female host of the ESPYs. Okay. She's speeding to a new role. The 36-year-old race car driver will be the host of the next ESPY Awards and the first woman to do so. I have a thing for doing things for the first time as a woman, she said during her Tuesday night appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, where the announcement was made. So I'm going to be the first woman to host the ESPYs. Fallon, a practiced host not only of The Tonight Show, but of the Emmys and Golden Globe Awards, applauded the news. You'll be fantastic, he said. Oh my God, I need some advice. Talk to me, she joked back. Patrick is known for breaking through gender barriers in motorsports, having been the first and so far only woman to win an IndyCar Series race, which she did in 2008 in Japan. Oh, okay, very cool. Previous ESPY Awards hosts over the last few years have included sports personalities and celebrities, including Peyton Manning, John Cena, Drake, and John Hamm. Samuel L. Jackson has hosted 4 times in the show's 25-year history. Okay. Olivia Munn, who's an actress, on Aaron Rodgers' family drama. Neither side is clean, she states. Yes, let's get to that. When it comes to the drama between Aaron Rodgers and his family, Olivia Munn says, I don't think either side of the road is clean. Aaron's ex-girlfriend, who rarely speaks about the Packers quarterback, opened up Wednesday on Andy Cohen Live and addressed the rumors that she was the cause of the rift between Aaron and his parents and brothers. Remember, there was that famous scene on The Bachelorette starring Aaron's brother Jordan when the family had an empty chair at the dinner table to symbolize Aaron's absence? Munn says the truth is Aaron had stopped talking to his family about 8 months before they started dating in 2014, and she was the one who tried to convince him to reconcile. On my last day, when I was filming The Newsroom, I spent the day in my trailer just encouraging him to, have an honest conversation with your parents. Munn suggested there were jealousy issues with Aaron's father and brothers, who each had dreams of sports success, and it created a complicated family dynamic. I don't think either side of the road is clean, Munn said, but I do think it's not okay when you try to stand on someone else's shoulders and then throw dirt in their face, which is what I think they did with him. Munn and Rodgers called it quit about a year ago, and Olivia says they no longer keep in touch. Rodgers is now dating Danica Patrick. See how that just perfectly went together? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Anderson .Paak states, Meek should have met with Trump. We need prison reform. So what's Mr. Anderson .Paak talking about? So rapper Anderson .Paak thinks Meek Mill made a mistake backing out of President Trump's prison reform summit because he believes Meek has power right now to get changes made. The subject hit close to home for Anderson. He told us Friday in New York City his mother was locked up for more than 7 years, and he strongly believes Meek should have stuck with his gut and attended the White House meeting. So TMZ apparently broke the story. Meek pulled out after Jay-Z and a couple other people counseled him Ultimately, Meek decided it wouldn't be the best look for him. But Anderson says Meek's own prison stint is the best evidence to convince Trump to make some sweeping changes to the system. He admits it would be tough to go against Jay's advice, but adds, even though Kanye West infamously plucked Trump, he's still going to buy his music. But actually, what he said, I watched that video. He actually said that he would listen to the music. He didn't say he was going to buy it. He said he was going to listen to it, but maybe he will. So only time will tell. But in regards to that, so I get why, there are people who might be opponents of President Trump. We understand that. But so there are people who are for him and against him. We don't get into that here. But I will say this, though. If you have an opportunity to meet with any president and to discuss prison reform, you should do it. You should definitely do it. So, because, those type of opportunities don't come every day. And those things are bigger than personalities and people's issues with those things are bigger. That's about the community as a whole, not about how you might feel about someone as as your leader or celebrity. Yeah. So, that was a good article. That was a good, I like that article. Definitely. So now I also wanted to say Billboard Awards attendees speak on what it takes to be as iconic as Janet Jackson. Let's see. The stage was all about showcasing the hottest musical acts at the Billboard Awards. And of course, Janet Jackson got the Icon Award. And the top of the charts is, it's being on the top of the charts is most artists' dream, as well as sharing the same stage with legends like En Vogue, Salt and Pepper, and Jennifer Lopez. It's the red carpet was star-studded, for this year's Billboard Music Awards honoring Janet Jackson. Kelly Clarkson, she hosted it. She had over 8 outfit changes. Okay. This was all at the MGM Garden Arena. It was occupied by hundreds of behind-the-scenes fans who took over to cheer the band on and show their unwavering support. Attendees were all about show-topping, fashion, and the love of music. Okay, we get all that. So, let's see. Looks like the top artist nominees were Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and Taylor Swift. And Ed Sheeran won. Top new artists, 21 Savage, Camila Cabello, Cardi B, and Khalid, and Kodak Black. Khalid won. Billboard Chart Achievement Award, Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Drake, Sam Hunt, Ed Sheeran. Camila Cabello won. Top male artist, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran won. Top female artist, Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Halsey, Demi Lovato, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift won. Top duo or group, The Chainsmokers, Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, Migos, and U2. Imagine Dragons won. Top Billboard 200 artists, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Ed Sheeran, Chris Stapleton, Taylor Swift. Drake won that. Top 100 artists, Imagine Dragons, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran won. Top streaming artists, top streaming song artists, Cardi B, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. Kendrick Lamar won. Top song sales artists, Imagine Dragons, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran won. Top social artist, Justin Bieber. BTS winner. Let's see. Top social artist, Justin Bieber, BTS, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, Shawn Mendes. BTS was the winner for that. Top touring artists, the nominees were Coldplay, Guns N' Roses, Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and U2. U2 was the winner for that. Top R&B artists: Chris Brown, Khalid, Bruno Mars, SZA, The Weeknd. Bruno Mars won. Top R&B male artists: Khalid nominated, Bruno Mars, The Weeknd were nominated, Bruno Mars won. Top R&B female artists: Beyonce, Rihanna, and SZA. SZA was the winner. Top R&B tour. I don't see the winner for that one. Oh, yes, I do. So Bruno Mars, Lionel Richie, The Weeknd, Bruno Mars won. Top rap artists, the nominees were Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Uzi Vert, Migos, and Post Malone. Kendrick Lamar won. Top rap male artists: Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Post Malone. Kendrick Lamar won. Top rap female artists: Bobby or Baby, BHADBHABIE, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj. Cardi B is the winner. Top rap tour: J. Cole, Jay-Z winner, and Kendrick Lamar. Jay-Z was the winner for that one. That's what I meant to say. Well, folks, thank you for tuning in to Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. Had a great time talking to you guys. I hope you did as well. Good people of Earth and the known universe. And until next time, I'll see you somewhere out in space.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. From movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.